We've been on board from the get-go, transferring knowledge, capacity, leadership into the organization. So for us, this is 4 years of partnership, basically, with KEPRO and DI. And every year we keep innovating. So something I'm particularly proud of this year is the Innovation Hub. So we agreed that to grow sustainable recycling, we need to think about innovation and design. There are so many great SMEs in Kenya that can contribute in this field. So for this year, we did an Innovation Hub. We invited in for a cohort now of, I believe we have 11 companies, and we train them in design thinking, investor readiness, and business modeling, so that they actually become competitive and can survive on the real market. The other part is about the job creation angle, because we keep saying that what we're doing with KEPRO has massive potential for job creation. In the absence of EPR guidelines and more formal structures, there are so many SMEs dealing in this space with recycling, upcycling, collection, creating jobs. We want the jobs to be formalized. We want to protect the workers that are involved in this. So that's why we launched the Waste Collectors Toolkit last year together with KEPRO. And that toolkit is about how do you get involved, whether you are an employee, worker, or a CBO, but also about how do we make sure they are decent jobs where workers are protected and they get benefits, they get social protection, and they earn a decent living. In 2 weeks, we have the annual packaging conference for KEPRO. What's new this year is maybe the focus on two things: financing and also technology. Technology will play a huge factor in developing this industry we call sustainable waste management or packaging, because by embedding technology, we can then weigh recycled materials. We can make sure that collectors get paid. If we collaborate with M-Pesa mechanisms, for example, we can work with design, 3D printing, etc. And on financing, I'm also excited we have the topic this year, because this is an industry that's bankable. We've proven there's a business model in waste management, and that's why a lot of investors are now getting attracted to this field. And that will again contribute to creating jobs in Kenya. KEPRO is the first packaging producer responsibility organization in Kenya, and it's also the largest. Right now, 850 paying members. This we can keep growing. We know we'll get the EPR guidelines from the government very soon that will create a legal foundation to expand this field. Producers are already paying into this scheme. Recyclers are receiving a subsidy. But by getting the EPR guidelines, I'm convinced that the brand of KEPRO will be much stronger and we'll have more players contributing to sustainable waste management. To the waste collectors, again, this is a job creation opportunity. Waste collection has been stigmatized earlier as a dirty job. We're changing that narrative by also creating these formal jobs. Instead of people walking around Dandora, we want to get them into proper factories working with recycling, where they work 40 hours a week as per the labor code, and they get proper treatment, proper wages. We think it's possible. We've already proven it. We see some of the KEPRO members, just as Mr. Green. Africa, good example, creating massive jobs where people have just the same working conditions as people working in other industries.